This is fair use, fair use. I do not get paid or benefit from none of these videos. According to the Act 1976 Act, this is only for educational purposes only. So, thank you.
Americans are being left in the dark as soaring electricity prices trigger power shutoffs nationwide. Just in New York City alone, there has been over 111,000 shutoffs so far this year. 14 million Americans are facing debt collections because of their utility bills, and the average overdue balance is nearly $800, up 32% since just 3 years ago. Let's bring in energy economist and executive director of NEADA, Mark Wolf. Sir, thank you so much for joining us today. Talk to us about this landscape that is terrifying.
Well, electric prices are up. We're almost at record levels. These are the highest prices we've seen in 10 years. Since January, the cost of electricity has gone up almost 10%. In this winter, the average bill for families who use electricity, for example, to heat their home, could be about $100 more than last year. This comes on top of higher summer cooling costs. So families are getting hit with both seasons now. It used to just be an expensive winter. Now we have an expensive winter and expensive summer.
What breaks my heart and adds to this tragedy exponentially are the deaths associated with this. And for example, there's a law in Arizona that prevents utility companies from shutting off power because of the death of an 82-year-old woman. Her name was Kate, who died in the sweltering heat. Talk to us about the dangers for these people that might be living without then heat or cool.
Well, for families that don't have, say, air conditioning, for example, in the summer, we're learning more and more what happens, especially people in frail health, the elderly, disabled people, families with young children. If they can't afford the cost of summer cooling, for example, they won't turn it on because they're afraid of the bill. And the bills are getting higher every year. Winter heating is a little bit different because if you don't turn on your heat, your pipes can freeze. So people will keep sometimes the heat down at a very low level. Sometimes it's not even safe. Remember that half the families that receive Social Security in the United States have no other source of income. This is it, their Social Security check. When prices go up for, say, electricity, you have no other choice. You can't switch to something else. And so I think what we're learning as a society is that we have to think of ways to help low and moderate, even middle-income families now pay the cost of electricity. And they're going up in ways we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, Fox News polls we can pop up on the screen show the majority saying that costs have increased last year in lockstep with the statistics that you cited. But what can be done to lower these prices rather than just simply help these families pay it off?
Well, the most important thing right now, because we're looking at long-term increases in electricity, is to think about your house as a system. Do whatever you can to use less of it. So it's not just that the cost of electricity is going up. It's hotter in the summer. We're having a cold winter, so you're using more of it. So the kinds of things that maybe the family's been putting off, think of every way to make your home more energy efficient, turn down the heat at night. There are things you can do to lower the bill. But the biggest problem as a society, we have to think about how do we make energy more affordable? Because right now, these are costs we haven't seen in a long time. Families are struggling with other, expenses that are going up, food, medicine, but everyone gets an electric bill.
Oh, my mother used to make these incredible blankets that kept us warm.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and teach us His truth, and still ruling well and pushing His truth and sincerity. To you, I want to say Shalom, and Shalom to the whole elect, coming on the four corners of the earth. That's also praising the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. To you, I want to say Shalom. This is Brother Nakah, come back with another edifying lesson, Lord willing, as well that it is exhorted. And as you can see, this video saying Americans left in the dark as power shuts off rises. And, I played the whole 3 minute and 20 seconds of the video. And I find it funny how, instead of them saying, what's the solution to all this? He just said that most people will try to turn off their heat in the summertime. That's how the older lady died in Arizona. But then he double backs and said at the end, people should use less. So what did you think she was doing? That older lady who died, because it's to the point that people can't afford to even crank up their heat in the wintertime or the AC in the summertime. So that's why that's what happened to that lady, and she passed away. I didn't want to point that out. He talking about use less as possible. I mean, that's what the fuck she was doing. But I want to go back and show you these numbers. Look at that. That's ridiculous, right? Now the reason I'm showing you this because so like a majority say costs have increased since last year. No, ever since the C19 year. All these been going up every single year. You see what I'm saying? 85% on groceries, 78 on utilities, healthcare, housing, gassing. It's that squeeze, man. You know, we gonna get that scripture because this all leading toward a new world order. How they want to do carbon tax. They want to make everything electrical. You know, Elon Musk want to put a robot in your damn house to monitor you. They want you to get electrical thermostats, electrical solar panels on your house, because they want to control what you can use and what you can't use, man. But let's go ahead and get some scriptures. But I'm gonna keep this up right here, man, and I'm gonna show you the comment section because they said something very interesting. What I did a video on a couple months ago. So bear with me here. So let's get Psalms, the book of Psalms 73. And it said that the end of the wicked contrasted with that of the righteous. I see that's the title, right? So Psalm 73, verse 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as chain violence cover them as a garment. Their eyes stand up with fatness. They have more than a heart could wish. Who's that talking about? The wicked elite, top big family, starting with them. They already have everything, right? All the money in the world, but now they want more. So instead of saying the truth, like it's the elite, top banking families, and these higher end rich folks who taking all the money and all that, and you ain't paying the middle class shit because what Babylon's trying to do is have two classes. Rich and poor. They want to eliminate the middle class, man. As you can see, you know us middle class who has a job and trying to extend every single day. Just think about it, man. How hard it is, you know. And it's bullshit. You think it's hard. You might be taking the easy route, selling some drugs, but if you got a regular 9 to 5, even working overtime, still not enough, man. You still gonna be in hella debt. That's what this ruler needs to carry his ass. So I got a cough right quick. So like about that. But yeah, so they ask them fatness because they want everything. They want it all. They want to control everything, and this is for their new world order. Like I said, control how much you go outside, 15-minute cities, and all this. Let's keep going. They are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning the oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their mouth against the heavens and they tongue walketh through the earth. Yeah. Because it's like, example, you get a loan for the bait, what you can't pay for, and then they basically said, well you could pay it late, but we will add a late fee. That's what they do, bruh. That's the corruption. They do. So they make it sound sweet. Well, you know what you do? You lend your mortgage? Well, you could pay it next month, or you could be late 2 more months, but we're going to add a $300 fee to it. Well, motherfucker, if you can't afford it this month, you're going to add more fees to it? You see what I'm saying? But then, we got to take that, though. You see what I'm saying? Especially us so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans and speckled birds that scattered abroad, because this is not our kingdom. We gotta take that kidney shot. Well, not kidney. When I say kidney shot, like a boxing, you get hit. We gotta take that body shot every time because this is our punishment, and we subject to payments. You know, this is to this scripture, Zechariah. I think it's Zephaniah 1:15. It gotta be Zechariah. That's Zechariah. It's Zechariah 1:15. All right, so you could use this as what the Esau did to us and make the Florida affliction, but also today. Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15, I am very sore and displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped for the affliction. Even today, they still forwarding the affliction on us, man. Cause I think shit, if you type in the average salary about 60, 70K per year in America. But the average house is like 400K, 700K. Then you get you a back end lower house for 100, 200K, but then you end up taking out more loans to build up the damn house, man. The piping and all that, the flooring and all that. Or you just at a low end neighborhood, man. This shit is wicked as fuck, man. They just forward the affliction every single day. Everything spiking up, as you can see. I see with this picture right here. Everything going up ever since the last year. And it's going to keep going up. So you see, and this is what I learned growing up from all the older men. They say, hey, don't get happy about that raise you get at your job because the more you make, the more they take. And that's true, man. 6 figures ain't shit no more in this society. 100K, making 100K a year is more like you make about good 80K tops. You not good with that. I might get you a little Hyundai, a 2023 or something like that. But that 100K ain't shit no more. Cause hey, money come go fast, especially with groceries, man. Not only that, giving you defiled food, these motherfuckers are raising that damn defiled food for your ass to buy. You see what I'm saying? But another scripture I wanted to go to had to keep them foreign the affliction because these top baking families and their mindset is like they don't. I'm going to Isaiah 29. Let's just bring it out. Just to show you. Because this is how they feel. And it says that Jerusalem is warned. Isaiah 29, I think it's let's start at verse 15. Yeah, Isaiah 29, verse 15. Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who see us? Who knoweth us? Exactly. And that's who? The top elites to the ones who run this world. Surely turning things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or should the thing Frank saying of him that framed it have had no understanding. So these people are turning the world upside down. Because remember, the book of Job 9:24, the hands is given, the world is given to the hands of the wicked. Who is that cover the face of the judge thereof? Roughly paraphrasing. And it's Esau Edom. He's the wicked. Starting with the top banking families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Blackstone. I just seen a post from a brother. I forgot his name. YouTube channel. He had Blackstone. Blackstone brought like 15 houses and brought 3 houses. Actually, let's try to find it. Cause this brother, he always posts. Let me see. Slack it right quick. He always posts. I can find his here we go. This brother right here. Azanah Amaf. He always posts these posts right here. And I seen something the other day that caught my attention. On the top give me a moment here. I gotta show you this. It's just crazy. Right here. BlackRock. Yeah, so BlackRock just brought 50,000 homes at 300K each. Then sold 3 to himself for 700K. And they said your neighborhood value just double overnight. You can't afford to live there anymore. Here's how they illegally stealing the American dream. You know, it's an American nightmare. But this is what the top elite banking families doing, man. They putting you in a predicament, that squeeze, to make you, you see what I'm saying, to the point that you poor as shit, even when you working. You see what I'm saying? And then they just want to say, we're gonna give y'all this check right here, a little $2,000. It'll be all right. They want to give everybody a universal income at the end of the day. So this is why they do they works in the dark. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna get an NOT version of this. I wonder what it says. This is why they do they work in the dark and thinking that it's all good. So this is the NLT version of Isaiah 29 verse 15. What sorrow awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, who do their evil deeds in the dark. The Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, can't see us. They say he doesn't know what's going on. And the Heavenly Father sees everything. His eyes is 100 times brighter than the sun. He sees what you wicked motherfuckers doing. And you going to pay for that shit, what you doing, man. Y'all evil ass motherfuckers, man. Oppressing the people like that. Well, they say a wicked ruler, the people, wicked ruler. I think it's in Proverbs 29. 28. As a roaring lion, a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. Hold on. It's in one of these. It is one of these. Hold on. Let me go. Give me a moment here. They say the people mourn when there's a wicked ruler over them. It's in one of these. Hold on. Give me a moment here. Dang. Come on now. Let's see. People mourn. Okay, there you go. 29:2. Okay, I know it's one of those. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear the rule, the people mourn, man. And that's what people doing. This is mourning right now. You can't tell me that you wake up happy every day to bust your ass 40 hours a week or even 40 hours plus a week, get overtime and still can't afford your bills, and this is paradise? Man, you niggas are fucking wicked, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video soon. I'm gonna get Luke, but then I want to show y'all something too to close it. Let's go get Luke at 25. That damn distress. Luke 22. Damn. My bad, y'all. My brain. That's why we need to be changed to immortal, so I won't be forgetting where all these things is at. 21. Luke 21, verse 25. And there should be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars upon the earth and the distress of nations. That's what we want to focus on, with perplexity in the sea and the waves roaring. So the distress of nations. If that could pop up. But that's what it's doing. Let's go to distress. Holding tight and narrow, a contracted part of a wave. Distress, scrapes, anguish. Let's go to the root word. Hold together, any hold, let's fall apart. Fall to pieces, something fall away from it. Constrict to compress, press together with hands. Press on every side, besiege the city as straight, forces a shipment to a never channel. So it's that Greek squeeze that they're doing to you. They want you to they're squeezing you to the point that you can't even live no more, man. And now, and that's gonna lead them to, we got a solution. How about everybody have electric homes, and that we control your air, we can control your heat. We can control what you eat and your consumption. 3D printed meat and shit like that. These motherfuckers are wicked, man. There's no way in hell you thinking this is all right. What the fuck they doing? Now I'm gonna end up the video, but I want to show you this first. So I went to the comment sections, right? And it made a good point. So it says the new AI plants are being built in America, which is the data centers, will use more electricity than any major city uses. Also, more water, but where is coming, just ask for the numbers. And the data center's already here. If you didn't know that, because we got one building in that city, they say 2 or 3 years. They claim that it'll be finished. And then that's gonna take more electricity. So why didn't he bring that up? Because these data centers, because the biggest one is in Louisiana right now, and it's being ran by Mark Zuckerberg. Well, he the face of it. You see what I'm saying? Because these elites, they like to put different faces of people in a company, so they could do all the wicked shit behind it. If you haven't noticed, that's how the wicked moves. Right? And you see this kind of right here, the AI data centers that would be built would take a lot of electricity 24/7. You see what I'm saying? And they want to mandate EVs, electric vehicles. And they say I vote data centers get turned off first. And remind you, I made a video about 6 months ago about data centers, man. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me here. Then I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to show you how much they use on these data centers, man. Keep watching those data centers. Right here. Mark Zuckerberg Data Centers Part 2. 6 months ago. You see what I'm saying? That was 6 months ago I made this video. And then this is Part 1. Zuckerberg Data Center Demons. This and I tagged them inside there like that. But yeah, this is what they're trying to push, right? So I typed in Google, how much electricity does data centers use? A single large data center can consume between 20 and 100 plus megawatts of power, which is enough to power 15,000 to 75,000 homes. The total annual of electricity used for data centers in the U.S. was approximately 176 terawatt hours in 2023, accounting for about 4.4% of total consumption. Factory servers running 24/7. The need of intense cooling systems, security, and contribute to this high energy demand. And that's just one large data center. Now, we ain't talking, see, the biggest one is in Louisiana. That's like $10 billion. You see what I'm saying? Because I've been a deep search on these shits, man. Because I believe this is where all the AI robots, of course the AI robots will come out of data centers, as you can see. Because that's why they need so much power. And I believe this is where the chip is going to be implemented at too. In these local data centers. How they had a little jump shot at these local Walgreens and CVS's. I believe that the C-HIP is going to be in these data centers. They're going to tell you how to come and take it. You see what I'm saying? You want to be part of the society. Now, we're going to read these three and we're going to close it out. At large data centers, I just read that consume 20 to 100 watts. A largest facility can consume more than 650 megawatts, enough for nearly 500K homes, man. So you telling me that people are struggling with electricity? Maybe you should reconsider and see what's in your city first. Actually look and see Akim and Aquaf. If you come past this video, Lord willing, look and see what's really if a data center is inside your area, because this is critical. Because this can affect in your future. Not only that, it can affect your water too, man. But Lord, what you find less edifying, you got something from it. I'm gonna also do I got another video on the data center coming up also, because I got an update on them. But yeah, but Lord willing, you find lesson edifying, you got something from it, and it was exalting. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, and I'm gonna give all glory praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, Shalom. Let's wait for a bit, see if it goes all the way through.